What if your brain at 50 could work the same way it did at 30? 8 days ago, a federal panel voted on the molecule being sold for exactly that. The FDA's own scientists had already said no. The molecule people are using to chase that was built for a brain that has been damaged, not one that's working fine. The molecule is Semax, 7 amino acids, built at the Institute of Molecular Genetics in Moscow, registered in Russia in 1994. It sits on Russia's list of vital and essential medicines. The registered indication is cerebrovascular disease, ischemic stroke, transient ischemic attack. It is given as nasal drops in hospitals to people who have lost blood flow to a part of a brain. So why is it sold here as a focus drug? Because the mechanism reads it like it should be one. Semax raises BDNF and nerve growth factor. It moves dopamine and serotonin. Those are the exact words on every cognitive enhancement page on the internet. If you only read the mechanism, the leap to memory and attention writes itself. But here's the detail nobody tells you. The panel last week was not reviewing it for focus, not for memory, not for brain fog, not for mood. The uses on the FDA's own paperwork were cerebral ischemia and trigeminal neuralgia, stroke, and a specific facial nerve pain condition. And where Russia does register it for cognition, read the fine print. It is cognitive impairment after a stroke, after a head injury, a brain that has been hurt. Nowhere on that paperwork in either country is there a healthy brain that just wants to be sharper. And the agency's own scientists had already read the file and recommended against adding it, along with all 6 other peptides that week. Their stated reason was that there was little or no human evidence of effectiveness for the routes being proposed. The panel voted the other way anyway, 8-5. Now look at the foundation underneath all of it. The most cited human stroke trial ran 110 patients. It was not randomized. It had no placebo group. The published abstract reported no effect sizes and no p-values. That's the base. Everything being sold to you about a focus is an extension of a claim that was never firmly nailed down for the thing it was actually registered to treat. It was registered for a brain in crisis. It's being sold to a brain that is fine. If you believed otherwise, that is not on you. One word did all the work. Approved somewhere for something gets read as approved, full stop. Nobody had to lie to you. They just never finished the sentence. This is not me telling you it does nothing. The BDNF effect is real and documented. Russian clinicians have used it for over 30 years and they are not fools. Absence of a Western trial is not evidence of absence, but be precise about what's missing. Nobody has run a proper trial on the thing you actually want it for. My name is Ricardo Barreto and I read most of the paperwork. People do not have the time to break down what's happening in regenerative medicine. Follow for more. Don't miss out on the next one.